Oh, reload time. Oh my gosh, that was sick. Hello, this is Spyderrock, and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock add-on showcase video. Today we're going to be checking out the Project Homeland add-on by TZI Gaming. This is an add-on that adds in some new sci-fi weapons and guns and things, and they have some really cool animations and models, and they just have generally really cool functionality. Before we really get into things, I wanted to tell you all about today's sponsor, Yahaha. Yahaha is a platform where users can create and share games and play them with friends very easily. You can build 3D multiplayer games and social experiences all inside their editor, and this really enables anyone to be able to make and publish whatever games and experiences they want. This particularly interests me because I'd like to go into game design as a career, and I don't really have the time running YouTube and all that to learn a programming language or something. And Yahaha comes in hand because you don't need any coding experience in order to make something really cool. There's also a built-in asset library with millions. Yes, I said millions, not like hundreds of assets, but millions of assets, 3D assets that you can use in an instant. They're stored in a cloud drive, and you can easily, in real time, add them into your game. It's really cool. And then you can publish your games in one click, and they are cross-platform, so you can play them on mobile and on PC. I'm definitely going to be spending some time in here and checking this out quite a bit. There's a link in the description where you can join Yahaha's early access, and hey, if you make something cool, feel free to send it to me. I'll check it out. Once again, thank you to Yahaha for sponsoring this video, and let's get right back into it. Okay, so I went ahead and went into survival, and I grabbed a bunch of these weapons here. There are quite a few. There's like, 7, which, it's not like a super large amount of little weapons from this game, but it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna start with this one actually, because I feel like it's the most basic, and I don't know what ammo this used. Let's see. TT4, so I'm sure one of these is TT4. TT4 battery, there we go, hold on to these. If I have one complaint about this add-on as a whole, it's the fact that the items are, like, the texture for the item is really high resolution, which makes the game run way slower. I don't know if you can tell, but this is me without holding it, and then this is me with holding it. There's definitely a big difference on my end. Maybe, I don't know how much it translates through the recording, but it definitely causes the game to run very poorly. That being said, the animations are really good. Like this running animation, and even just kind of like the way it looks idly. I guess that's just the model and the texture. The texture looks okay. I don't know about the textures. Some of them are better than others. But the whole, like, when you aim down sights, it looks really good. I definitely think so. And you can move around and aim down sights and stuff like that. And so just crouching will aim down sights. And then, of course, you can fire. And then I believe it... Oh, okay, I'm empty. I'm out of battery. Okay, I don't know actually how you reload these. Ah, okay, you put it in your offhand, and then it reloads. Okay, it does like a whole sequence. That's really cool. Okay, 20 shots now. Let's see, I don't know, this spawns in probably more than 20 husks, and I need more than one shot to take them out. I do love the like whole animations when you're firing these though. It looks really cool, and it's got like a whole particle effect and everything. Like, these are very cool. And one thing is that this is not survival friendly, this is not survival compatible. You can play this, I mean, like, while you're in survival mode, but these things are not gonna have crafting recipes or anything like that, which does kind of suck. It would be nice if there was something like that. Also, hey, look at that, I was able to reload. That was pretty cool. The reloads do look really good though. I'm guessing this is more for just playing with other people, fighting off mobs, maybe even possibly being integrated into a map at some point. I don't know if the permission levels of that, but maybe the people that made it will make a map. It is very, like, look at this animation. I mean, come on. Like, that's really cool. Let me grab a different weapon though, because I want something a little bit better. So let's see, we've got the Flanger 44, and this thing I believe is probably a little bit better. I think, if I remember correctly, one of these is like a burst fire thing, so I'm gonna see. There we go. Ooh, epic reload. Look at that. Ooh, and it does like a whole spinny thing. Is it? There we go. Okay. So yeah, this one is a burst, but every burst is a shot, something like that. Anyway, this should hopefully be able to take out these guys a lot quicker, and the item seems like it might be lower resolution, so I don't have to worry about stuff. It does take a little while to reload in comparison. Let's see, 1, 2, okay, this seems pretty similar to the other pistol in terms of the amount of damage that's going to do. Let me throw on some of these clothes. But this one actually, I mean, this one's a little bit more satisfying, and it's like little burst thing. I don't know if it's actually any better, but it definitely feels fun. And then also this reload is also cool. I still think I like the other pistol better. Let's try something even better than either of these things. I don't know what is good and what's not good necessarily, but I'm gonna grab something that looks better. What about the here? Sarmuarm SMG Darkness. Oh boy. Sarmuarm Mag. I don't know how you say this. Also, you know, high resolution texture is gonna make the game be like this. It's not for the physical like 3D item that you see. It's actually for the 2D image of the 3D item in my hand that is causing the issues. So you'd think an SMG, which, hold on, let me reload. See how this reload is. Epic reload and epic firing. Okay, this is a little bit loud. Let me just turn the volume down just a little bit. So let's see, how much damage is this gonna do? Let's see. That one shot that husk. This two shot that husk. I don't know how much health any of these husks have, but we're just gonna, you know, into the little crowd of husks, just like that. I think this would be really cool to see with some survival support, or as like a multiplayer thing. I think is probably the coolest place for it, because I mean, come on, like look at this. When you run and then it like changes the stance, and then you can like single fire, and then you can, I don't know. This definitely reminds me of like stuff from Fallout, kind of. Like there's the one like set of stuff in Fallout games. I don't remember what they're called. It's been a while, but like it does remind me of that. Are they plasma or something like that? I don't really know. I'm not a Fallout expert, but it does remind me of Fallout quite a bit. Let's see. How about the lighter 21? This one looks pretty cool. So let me throw some magazines there. This is basically an LMG, and this actually does have a have like a sight with it instead of, or like a scope instead of just like the iron sight. There's another thing that looks like untextured bits, and some of the textures honestly don't look that great, especially on this one. The model itself looks really good, and the animations are really good. Here, let's reload. Let's reload. Oh, they're coming. I gotta reload. Okay, let's just. There we go. I think this is pretty effective for what I'm doing. I don't know how much ammo this has left, but it has 100 shots in total, so hopefully it should be able to handle this. Also, this is really loud. I gotta turn this down even more. I'm sorry. There we go. So it just kind of sends them into the air when they start to get shot by this thing. Let's see if I can get rid of all of them with this. This is very cool though. I mean, it's very satisfying to just, you know. Oh, hey, I gotta reload again. Okay, time for epic reload, and then bop, bop, bop. I wish they would just fix the item thing. Hopefully they're aware of that. Hopefully they'll fix that soon. Because if they could make the item texture thing fixed so it runs smoothly and not like choppy like that, that would be really cool. It would make things feel a whole lot better. Let's see. Okay. What else do we have here? We have the Ghost Pistol, Blood Strike Gun, and Unstoppable. I think we're going to look in that order. Let's see. Okay. Ghost Pistol with its ammo. Also, I'm still on half a heart. I don't even know how I'm managing that. The Ghost Pistol might be my favorite of the things, because when you sprint, it like floats in the air like this. It's like you have like these powers and you can make it float, and it makes your hands look really cool. Let's try out the Ghost Pistol though. So, oh, reload time. Oh my gosh, that was sick. Okay, well, let's just you know, do a little. Sometimes we do a little. Okay, I think it's just like a 10-shot pistol, but it looks very cool and sounds very cool. I mean, like, this seems better than the other pistols by like a wide margin. Oh my gosh, okay, let's see. Is this one-tapping things? I think it might actually be. I do like that you can actually aim down sights. That's always a really cool feature, even if it's usually buggy. Oh, time for another epic reload. And then just, you know, a little bam. Okay, that was a 2-tap. So maybe sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 1. I don't know, maybe I already did damage to some of these guys. Oh, time to reload, and bam, 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 bam. That seems pretty effective. Hold on, let me run around so it just like spins in a circle the whole time. I don't know, I find it very satisfying to watch this like spin in a circle like that. Also, there we go, got some armor. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab everything else that we need. So we have the Blood Strike Gun first, and then we have the Unstoppable Rifle. The Blood Strike Gun looks really cool. I don't know, this reminds me of like a railgun type thing. There we go. I get 4 shots, so I'm gonna make them count. Let's see. Seems like it does actually take out a whole mob. I don't know how much damage this does, but I'm presuming a lot based off of the animations. And then the reload, also very cool. So epic reload. Let's see what the sprinting looks like. Okay, okay. So it's like up close, and I can just be like, bam. It would be nice if this like pierced enemies, because you only get so many. Hey, that one. Okay, maybe this isn't as good as I thought. Maybe because I didn't one-shot one of the enemies. So who knows? Let's see. I don't know. This one doesn't seem as good. It's very cool, but it does not seem as good as some of the other things. There we go. Let's try out the unstoppable one, because I need to be not stopped. This is definitely one of the coolest looking, and it's a very satisfying reload. 30 shots. Does seem to have fairly lower damage, but let me just... There we go. Now I can do my epic reload, and then I'm ready to go, and I can just... Why is this so loud? Oh my gosh. I mean, I have my game volume turned up pretty high, I guess, but bam. This is very cool and very satisfying, but I definitely think the ghost pistol was the coolest, the most satisfying. So, let me just, you know, do a little of this, do a little of that. Really? I died? Okay, let me just, from a distance, let me just... There we go. Very cool. So obviously these do all look really cool. They show up pretty well and look pretty cool in like third person as well. Like, look at this. It literally looks like I'm running around with this gun thing. It's pretty sick. I definitely recommend this for, you know, PvP, just messing around. Survival, I mean, there's not really any good way to do it unless you like, I don't know, set up a custom like shop with commands or something to be able to buy these, because there's no recipes or anything. And it would be nice if they had a survival option or had some survival balance thing, but I guess it makes sense. So it would be cool to see this used in like a map or something, honestly. I'm hoping that maybe something like that will happen. As far as ratings go, I'm gonna give this add-on an 8 out of 10 for creativity, 5 out of 10 for the polish, and a 5 out of 10 for the size, because it really doesn't add that many things, just a handful of things. They are pretty cool though. It's mostly polished in terms of, you know, the animations and the models, but it's not really in terms of the item textures and the textures on the models. And the creativity, I mean, it's pretty creative. All the things in this are seemingly very creative things, and I think they're pretty cool. So that averages out to an overall score of a 6 out of 10. I definitely recommend it if you want something cool to mess around with, to do some PvP or some PvE. It's not really for survival, so it's not really for most use cases, but for the use cases that it's for, I think this could be a really cool and fun add-on. And I look forward to seeing this get updated in the future, hopefully maybe adding some new features and fixing some bugs and stuff. Then I would give it a much higher rating, more than likely. Anyway, thanks for watching if you did make it to here. See you later, and